think that we all will agree that our preferences are often influenced by the standards set in today's society. For example, we see so many women trying to have some body figure, sometimes at the cost of their lives. Why? Because they may be trying to fit in this tiny little box where society is telling you, hey, this is how you should look like. And if you are not confident enough, or if you are not careful, you may start to think that you are not enough. The same way, Afro hair, curly hair, or textured hair is a lot of the time labeled as difficult, ugly, not professional, and so on. Some people even say that their hair is making them look like Mufasa. Like, girl, what? What is going on? If you have been receiving this message from childhood after many years, what do you think your internal dialogue will be about your hair? You are probably constantly thinking that the hair that you have is not good enough, is not okay, is not normal, and it is something that needs to be fixed or even altered in order to be presentable. And my friend, this is one thing that is really happening today. Today, people are really thinking like that, and I hope you're not one of them. Well, this way of thinking about Afro or textured hair has been around for some time now. We all know about history and its consequences. I was not there centuries ago, but I want to imagine that this was not always the case. I want to imagine that at one point, most, if not all, women with curly or coily hair were happy, were grateful, and were in love with their natural hair. I want to believe that. But I think that because at one point, people started to point out the unusual appearance of their hair, of curly or coily hair, and because it is easier to make comparison today with women of other background or ethnicities, if we do not work on the person that we are, we can really start to develop insecurities about our own hair. For example, in general, kids are just happy. Whatever their skin color, their hair type, they are just happy. And they continue to be comfortable in their own skin and live their life happily until they start to mirror people's insecurities around them, or they start to accept the idea that we should all fit in a tiny box of standards to be acceptable. And it is the same for Afro hair. For a lot of us, hiding our hair has become the default state, and when our hair is not hidden, we often say that we are not in the season. We are not in a season to take care of ourselves, like if altering or hiding our hair is what is taking care of ourselves. Like what? Really, have you ever heard someone ask another if she was sick or if she was okay just because her natural hair was out? The same way sometimes they ask you if you're okay if you're not wearing makeup. How did this even become a thing? And today, in a lot of places, going to an important event like a marriage, a graduation, an important meeting with your natural hair in its natural state may be considered either daring, courageous, or brave. I mean, how did we get here? There is a difference between being creative with your hair because it can be so versatile and doing things to your hair because you find it to be ugly or unprofessional. I mean, to each their choice, but I am just trying to understand where the self-love is. Just saying. If, like many people, you are in this difficult position with your hair, where you really find it difficult to even accept or be comfortable showing up with your natural hair, I am encouraging you to really be mindful about the type of content that you consume, to be mindful about the type of people you surround yourself with, because your hair is beautiful. You have to let people deal with their own insecurities and not bring them into your life. And you need to work on your own insecurities and negative thinking. And also, you need to change or work on your inner dialogue. Instead of saying bad things about your hair, start by focusing on the positive aspects of having your hair type and be grateful for it. It may take you some time before you are able to accept and then love the hair that you have, but be patient and you will get there, and I am here to support you. And I am here to remind you that your hair is super beautiful and more than acceptable, but you need to be the first to see your hair as such. Never forget that. And the results? Well, I can only see benefits for you if you are in love and comfortable with your hair. And remember that hair is not insignificant. One's relationship with her hair will affect or impact other aspects or part of your life. Okay? I hope this was useful to you and that it will help you in one way or another on your hair journey. And now let me tell you that I hope to see you in another one. Okay? Remember, your hair is amazing. Bye!